super hard in the background. I'm doing a lot of review or live streams from this angle here. I'm waiting for people to get on here. I probably need the hot glue gun. I should be heating this bad boy up. And I probably need another stick, which I think I had more hanging out. I hope that plug wasn't bad. If anybody's commenting, I'll look in a second. Oh, you know what? It just occurred to me that I took a upstairs of my hot rods. I know I was running low the other day. Oh, that sucks. We might have to go on an adventure. Get my random hot glue stick from upstairs. Unless, hold up. You know, I used to have a small hot glue gun. Don't know where it went. I have a bunch of glue for it too, which would help a lot. Yeah, I plan on working on the whip a little bit. I actually got done 3D printing the crystal tip for the end, so I can be like, woo, with it. I wanted to light it up, and I have a crap ton of these little guys. For some odd reason, I can't find. I have two remotes, can't find where the heck any of them are. So, and to be honest, this would be kind of thinking about it now. These probably wouldn't work very well, anyways. Because while one of these, I took the thing out. It should be loose. There we go. Well, to be honest, I wouldn't even light up that well, anyways. They only really do the base. Which kind of sucks. So, initial thought was like, okay, well, if I'm not going to use that, I probably want to use something like this, where it's like the string lights, which I keep getting caught in the stupid whip's bones, and just line this with string lights. The problem is the only ones I have hanging out here, the battery packs, like, there's, where are you going to hide it, right? So I'm probably going to have to order like a small light that goes off like the C2032s, I think is what they are, like the battery cells, to be able to light this up. So that's going to be something I'm going to worry about at a different time. So I think real quick while we're here, I'm just going to go over this lightly with some blue just to tint it a little bit, and then try to figure out how to get it on the tip. And the other thing is I also need to make these little spiky bits for the side. One, so that it gives it something else to hold on to while it's on the whip. And two, when you look at like some of the things, there's like a little bit like scenes from the movie. It's got like little spiky protrusions on the bottom here. Oh, you got the Godzilla stuff in Fortnite. I hate Fortnite. I almost want to play it just so I have them. But like, when am I ever gonna hop back on to play it? It's like Magic. Like I bought the entire set of, what was it, Ikora, because it gave you all the alternate arts for the cards for the Godzilla cards. So I bought all that stuff. And coming to find out, like almost none of them were playable anyways, so barely got to use them. I think the most use I got out of anything was like Batra out of the weird mutate deck I was playing at the time. It was like a mutate flash deck. Anyways, currently I am warming up my little 3D print pen, because I think I'm just gonna just try to make little spikes on the sides real quick with that thing and call it a day, because the wrapping is gonna kind of hide it a little bit in the ugliness, anyways. I also gotta take my little Dremel, and I'm hoping I got enough power in the small one to do it. But I need to cut out a little hole here to be able to slide this into it. Oh yeah, to be fair, if I had more friends that were into Fortnite, I would probably be more inclined to play it. But because I don't, like Arnez hates it. My buddy Aaron that we play with quite a bit also doesn't really like the game. I had the Call of Duty once. But even then, I still liked, I had the Shredder skin. I liked my Shredder skin, so I rocked that for the longest time. And now you can't even use them, so it's like, hurts my feelings. Anyways, I probably should have grabbed, oh, I got some blue right here. Yay! We'll use this blue. This blue will work alright. Because I'm literally just going to brush it out with some blue and just wipe it off, just to tint it a little bit. I got some paper towel already. Hopefully I got enough hot glue in there to do what I need to do. Hey, Ryan. I'm just going to take this little piece of foam, stick some paint on it. The paint I am using is the cheap folk art paint that you can buy at Hobby Lobby. It's the same as like Apple Barrel. Because I don't need anything super fancy for this, is I'm literally going to be putting the paint on and just wiping it right off. But I just want enough on here just so it kind of tints a little bit. Also, I did not get nearly enough of the paint off this brush previously. Now it's a little pink. No, not what I need. I don't know, I sort of get like, I played it. It's just not really like battle royals just aren't my cup of tea. If I was more into that style, I could see myself getting into Fortnite more. But it's just one of those games. Like we tried playing it. Like my one brother's like super into it. But he's like the only one that's super into it. He's in middle school. So it's like the timing for me to even like, if I wanted to attempt to play with him, just doesn't work out. But yeah, just add a little bit of blue. Wiping it off. Because pretty much all I'm trying to do is like where the print lines are on this thing, because this is just 3D printed, is trying to get the blue into there. Just letting it sort of hide in the crevices. It's almost like a dry brushing. Just so too, if I end up not lighting it up, at least it's sort of got the coloring going on. And then also, if I have this tinted blue, I don't really need blue lights per se. Let's do the same around here. Nice thing about acrylic paints too is they dry really quick. I'm also trying to, with these sections here, it's a little easier if you go along with the print lining. in order to get the tint. And there we go. Got a little blue crystal. Okay, so next on the agenda, I already got a small drill bit into there. Oh, that's what that plug was for, wasn't it? Well, I'm currently charging the battery in the big Dremel. And today is just not going the way I was hoping. Well, I guess we can do the spikes, and then I don't need the thing anymore, and I gotta plug it. So I guess we will attempt that. But what I got here is a... Don't get all caught. 3D print pen. It kind of works like the normal 3D printers, where the end here is like your nozzle for the big 3D printer, and then it takes the filament, melts it, and then you can make your lines with this. For some odd reason, it still isn't done heating yet. It's only one real negative I have about these things is it takes forever to heat up. It's flashing faster. But anyways, how's everybody else doing tonight? Hope you guys are having a fantastic evening. Some progress and stuff on my end. Got the 55 Godzilla pretty much set up for the head. I might, after the stream, I might work on sanding. I might bring it down while we're streaming and do some sanding. Depends how long this is going to take me. But I want to get that ready to go and painted. Also, I talked with, funny enough, in our local area, we have a prop master around here. He sells Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle props and stuff that he makes, like suits and faces and whatnot. And he's actually not even that far from my house. He also sells vintage toys in his shop. I go in there periodically, talk to him, bought some stuff from there. I was looking at it real quick, hit the change the chat option real quick, because sometimes if I don't have it on everything chat, people disappear. But I talked to him because he was interested in he found out I had a scanner and possibly taking some of the stuff he sculpted and scan it and make the little files for him. And we worked out a deal where if I do that for him, he'll take the bust of the Godzilla I made, and we're going to try to make a puppet out of it. So I'll have a 1955 headshot puppet, which I think would be awesome. And then try to make some extras for people if they want to buy them. The problem is my original sculpt, I actually have to modify slightly. It's the last competition for sure. It'd be tough, because it's like something I made, so I'd want to use it on the channel. It'd be kind of cool. If it works really good too, I'll probably make an Anguirus to go with it. So I'll have a 55 Anguirus and a Godzilla. Action figure news duo. Yeah. Ow, that's fucking hot. Don't touch the end of this. It's hot. Oh, thankfully I didn't burn myself. For one sense, it's not hot enough yet, though. But yeah, make an Anguirus and then maybe do a little short with it or something. But I gotta modify the sculpture I did, because in order to do it, I'm gonna have to remove the teeth, and some of the spines are too pointy, too big and pointy. So I'm probably gonna make the spines a bit more uniform for the mask, so they won't be as movie accurate as what I have on it currently. I'll have the exact same teeth, because I'll probably just cut the teeth off, scan the teeth, and then make files for the teeth so that I can just glue them back in. And I'll just line them up like the way that I would need to print them. The way I'll scan them is how I'll have to reassemble. That's what I'm trying to say. But we're gonna do that, see how it goes, and like I said, if it goes really good, then we'll attempt to make an Anguirus to go along with them. And then if all that goes good, maybe I'll sit around and do some more. Probably stick with Showa ones for a while. Because I'll be honest, like my sculpting skills have gotten better, but I don't know if I could do like a newer suit justice. Maybe like a shin. I would maybe attempt a shin. Like a shin puppet would be sweet. Just wonder how you. The fun thing is, I want to make it where his like lower jaw could split, but it keep open, so you can kind of get the best of both worlds. Yeah, shin puppet would be sweet. Shin puppet would just be fun for the channel, right? Am I doing something wrong? I feel like this thing should be charged by now. Because you got to hold the thing in order to get it to go. Maybe it's because I don't have the feed into it. Maybe it's saying something's clogged because I see some of the filament coming out the tip here. I guess we'll give it a few more minutes. Worst case scenario, maybe I'll just skip this and try to just attach it normally. Like I said, since I've had this thing, it's been a little confusing on how to get this thing to operate correctly. I guess we'll give, like I said, we'll give it a little bit. It's the dude. Oh yeah, as I say, I got your Godzilla started to be painted for the 55. I got the base colors on the spine. So next I got to do all the dry brushing to brighten it up better. Also, his hand likes to pop off, we come to find out. I'll work more on painting them guys today. Got him, got the C-Rex. He's all nice and yellowified. Get all of them going good. I just read the Showa-Kong comment. Yep, we're going to get those. I feel so bad having that Rex for so long. I still haven't even print the thing. Like, I have the scan. I got to get around to printing it sometime, but I want to use the big printer for it. I just hate dealing with it. So I just been procrastinating. And plus, I've been wanting to get the 55 kind of going, too. So that's more of like a random project that I might turn into something else. Granted, I'm probably gonna need some money here in not that long because just like things at work are slowed down during the winter, so I don't get nearly as big of paychecks, and we got house payments, so I might have to. I gotta this week. I might mess around with it this week. I might have to get more resin though. You done yet? Are you just gonna flash forever? Maybe I plug it and plug it back in. Still flashing. Scaring us more bugs. Yeah, we need to. Oh, Mothra would be funny. Although if I did a Mothra one, I would have to make like a little nozzle inside of the mouth in order for it to spray around everywhere. You'd be able to fit some silly string into it. But a calm puppet would be dope. Oh, but then I have to figure out how to do the hair. I don't want to figure out how to do hair. Hair's a nightmare. Breaking a patcher. Oh, I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of over this thing. I might have to figure out what the hell the flashing means. Oh, wait. I felt something. Because it honestly should be working by now. All right. I'm over it. We'll figure it out later. I get rambunctious. Like I said, this thing's not even going to be 100% accurate anyways, so it'll be good enough. For an Orga figure, I hope Haya does one sometime soon. Would be sweet. Ooh, actually, my glasses around here. Typical Steve, not remotely prepared for doing a video. You know, they should just be sitting right there. Every time I work on... Hey, there you are. They are sitting right there. I was just say, every time I go to work on things, stuff should just be like right here, because it's not like I move anything. It's literally, I sit and put the thing over there. So I need to cut a big enough shape so that this can go into it. And then I can wrap it. Just kind of eyeballing it. I need to be right around here. Should be good. Should have had this higher so you guys could see what I was doing. This is more of just a chillax stream anyways. Oh, the Burning finally shipped. That took a minute. And to be fair, it's just PLA. I'm not too concerned about the dust coming off of this thing. If it was resin, different story. The PLA, I don't think, at least for what I'm doing here, isn't as much of a cause for concern. Granted, if I was like sanding, I would be more inclined. Ooh, so close. Ooh, you know, it'd be perfect if I could get that just slightly bigger, just enough to just pop that piece in without having to, like, with a little extra effort. Feel like that's the way to go. True that. I will definitely not be blaming you. Just a little bit higher up here. Because funny enough, it's not really, I'm more melting it than anything. It's like cutting the piece out and just kind of melting everything around it. Because of the friction from the drill. Tennis flashbacks. Oh, hot dog! There we go. Woo! Oh. God, if I glued that on, that'd be freaking perfect. Problem is, like I mentioned, I want to get a light in there, so I gotta like drill farther into it. So I don't really want to, like, I want to be able to pop this off so I can go a little harder with that drill in order to stick a light, at least to get a light at the base here, I think is really what I want. Like, I want a couple little lights here, so then this piece kind of illuminates at the bottom. And then I could hide the battery, like, right here with the switch or something. Like, right along here would be perfect. There you go. Not perfect. It doesn't hold strong enough to do that, it seems. Other direction. Flick a switch and pop it back on. Yeah, but like I said, if I could get a little like switch here, so when I So after it's wrapped, it'll just be kind of here, and I can just click. So when I'm doing the pointing thing, I can just kind of like use my thumb and light it up. That's why it's like it'd be nice if I had like a light that I could use right now in order to get that to work. Oh, but sadly, I don't have any extra ones, or like I said, the battery pack is too freaking gigantic. At least I think. Try to think if I have any other like random little light sources hanging out here. Don't believe so. Oh, you know what? No, I don't think I have those anymore. I was like, I had little candles. Yeah, the fake candles. That's actually what just popped into my head. I was like, at least I thought I might have some of those. If I do, they'd be hanging out over here. Which I think. Oh, there's the box. Oh. One more place. I might have a random light source. It's heating up. Which is not the case. Right. Sadly, I do not. Am I lagging? Could also be just from moving. Okay. So yeah, like I said, I'll have to get a order a light separately. Though to be fair, if I carved it out now, I could just glue that in. But then as long as I leave that opening there, I can just shove the light in. So I think we're just going to drill out the hole right here. Which if I am doing that, I probably should use a bigger bit. To really gouge out that hole. If I can find them anyways. And you can see all the random resin just hanging out, or not resin, the PLA hanging out on my drill. It also could possibly be your connection. Well, I shouldn't be lagging. I haven't had really any lag issues since updating the internet. Shoot, even my laptop should be the thing that lags, and that was working pretty good last time I was messing around with that. So I'll just taking the big drill bit, just drilling this out. So I'll have somewhere to stick the light whenever I do inevitably get it in. And then I was going to take the hot glue gun and just kind of go around here. Around the edge. And we'll insert that in. Kind of just leave it in place for a second. No, actually the phone isn't plugged in. Probably should be, because I think it's starting to get a little low. But I don't know how long I'm really going to be streaming for. Glue. Still hot. It's a little bit of glue leaking out right there. Actually, now that I think about it, How much battery do I got? Ah, we still got 30%. We're fine. Kind of wondering if I could maybe cut out something for the crystal. Yeah, definitely gonna need some more glue. Because I'm gonna have to fill in right there in order to make sure it's not gonna stick out anymore. Oh yeah, the super extreme for sure. Well, to be fair, probably at about the hour mark, I'll probably cut this one anyways. I mean, I'm trying to see if I filled in my hole with hot glue. Looks like I'm okay. It's gotta be a little careful. Alright, real quick, I'm gonna put you guys on mute while I go run upstairs and grab that glue stick, so hang on, I'll be right back. Back. Found my stick. We're gonna have to get some more. That'll be a tomorrow thing. I think what I want to do is actually make a little fursuit. Is my plan, like make like a turtleneck, red fluff suit, and he's back scatter. Probably like a fluff T-shirt, maybe some pants, like some shorts, maybe something like that, and make like just like a makeshift Scar King outfit, and just like I won't even paint my head. Like I might put like the finger hand thing on my head. But for the most part, like this is already Scar King enough. We just need the rest of the body to match it. Is my thought process on that. Right now, I'm just kind of trying to fill in some gaps, just to, of course, not keep the thing inside. Where did it come from? Where did it go? I'm behind the air compressor. I'm trying to get this just to where it won't really wiggle. What I want. And I guess we'll just kind of connect it around. Make like a makeshift barrier pretty much around here. Then my hope is once it's done and wrapped, then it'll be good enough to stay on. Now that I did that, I'm gonna kind of angle it down because so it fills in that crevice a bit. So we are using quite a bit of hot glue. So my attempt is to make like a makeshift mold for this to be in. Actually, you know what? I could probably just re-drill this out if I really need to. But just trying to best I can to fill in everything. Also, one thing I recommend, if there's a little screw bit here, don't put the hot thing on the screw bit and then put your finger on it. Doesn't feel good. Second time I almost burnt myself in the stream. Like the Washington Monument. Probably not wrong. Actually, I'd probably do the Skar cap. Probably have to actually like let this grow out too down here, and then like I said, do like a little turtleneck thing so there's a connecting piece, so it's like all one fluff. And just try to find like fur that's close to my beard color. Hopefully, it's not impossible. It's gonna take a minute to cool. Oh, anything else exciting? I've seen 3 Zeros making a Mega Man X figure. That's kind of cool. I'm half tempted on that one. It's like it's a smaller down figure, sort of like a figure arts in a way. They're doing him and T's doing a Zero. Which I would be sort of down for. Who's still a bit on the warmer side. Also for Snail Shell, if Russell's still here, I seen they're making a like a combat maid. Looks kind of cool. Pretty much just your like typical maid anime girl, but she has a gun. This is where running like cold water over this thing would go so much faster. Like, because of how much heat we used, it doesn't want to. Takes a while to cool. So I want to try to wiggle it. I know it's not going to go well if I do it right now. Anyways, this guy working while we're sitting here? So, oh yeah, we unplugged it. That is a thing that we did. Well, now that it's had a minute to think, I think I'm going to plug it back in. Give it another go. Oh, I was going to say, oh, it looks like it's adjust. It's not as opaque, which usually means it's cured. But no, that stuff's still sticky. Yeah, I think the only thing I really enjoy about the snail shells mainly is that they're not from anything specific. So if I want to use them for other things, I don't feel as bad about it. Like there's one figure that they got, like I almost it was like the one I was half tempted to get to make the the T-Rex girl. My girlfriend's a T-Rex one. I thought like the body would be a solid base, and then use that to transition into the T-Rex. Because again, it's generic anime girl, so it's not tempted, but it's also like it's like a $80-ish figure right now if you want to import it like pre-owned. I don't know if I'm willing to invest that much money into it. God, this is like watching paint dry. All right, that's cool. We're still waiting on this over here to do its thing. I saw that one up for pre-order, so that one was kind of cool. And then for my like weird fetishes for the anime stuff, there's like a bunny girl Supersonico from By Cute Bunnies. That one's tempting. Yeah, I want one too. That's why I'm like, I want to custom make one. And because I have the scanner, I could probably make the hair and then print the hair in resin. It's just I need a good like base figure for the body. And I was thinking that, but then I'm like already like between the dinosaur base and her like $100. Oh, so I don't know. Because I could use like some cheap Velociraptor figure for joint purposes and then just sculpt it be more proportionate. That's what I want to do. Well, that might be good enough for me to do the wrapping. It's almost cured. Then once I glue it and wrap it, it'll be pretty well set. Yeah, because it's still giving me the message like it isn't heated enough yet. I know yesterday, I think I had this thing sitting around for like good like 20, 30 minutes before it really started doing it. Well, I don't think it'd be bad. Yeah, like I say, if you find like generic, like it would just be I need the faceplate of something, and then you just carve out the mouth, sculpt the little teeth in there, and be good to go. It'd be hard to go like do. Then you need the multiples because you probably want like a closed mouth one, open mouth one, or like closed teeth, open teeth. Like I said, don't think it'd be impossible. Honestly, like I said, the hair is probably the thing. I just melted my case. The hair would be the thing I would think would be the hardest bit. Oh, I got excited. I thought I saw the thing solid. Okay, well, for the sake of purposes of this stream, because it's already taken a minute, I'm going to not worry about the spikes and call it. Screw those. I also don't have any rope, it seems, but I'm kind of thinking I've done this before. Where to make like old looking wrapping, I just use burlap and you just snip the burlap and then use this to wrap around. Is my hope. I say this with little confidence because I also don't currently see a pair of scissors. Because why, oh, why would I have a pair of scissors down here? Now we got Exacto blade. That should get me enough. Get me far enough. As long as I don't cut myself doing a live stream, we're all right. I think my only conundrum is we're going to need quite a bit of wrap. Actually, real quick, we're going to go check the office. You guys can come with. Because using a pair of scissors would make my life infinitely easier. And I know I have one upstairs. I don't want to go that upstairs, though. Again, anyways. Because I'm fat, lazy, and it's just not in my agenda today. For some odd reason, I thought I might have had one hanging out there. Not the case. Not the case. Especially, hey, I was looking for that. Soap. Makes the world go around. I got a saw. Would a saw work good enough? Let's take you guys back on the thing. Yeah, I guess we'll just use the blade. probably right around there. Probably help if it was a sharper blade. Man, like everything's upstairs currently. Because I also have brand new blades hanging out upstairs. Because I've just been doing way more stuff up there lately. Oh, I just seen the stupid thing. It's frustrating. It's a bit frustrating. Will this work? Sadly, yes, but we would be here 4 days. All right, you guys are coming upstairs. The child might attack us. Hopefully, if there's one hanging out the... Hey, what's that? Now let's go get scissors. It's one thing when you're like customizing and stuff. There's sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet because it's like time effectiveness. Because if I could have found that blade fast enough, it might have been good. Problem is, we took for freaking ever trying to find the thing. I could have just had a pair of scissors. I was kind of hoping there was one in the office, in the kitchen. You'd think there'd be one in the kitchen. There is, in fact, none in the kitchen. Doo-doo-doo. Got the baby gate hanging out over there. Run away before she notices we're here. Oh yeah, bring this back down with me. Because if I do sanding, it's going to be down in the basement. Like I said, not really doing this one. Don't move, you can see if you don't move. I wish she worked like a T-Rex. That'd make my life infinitely easier. She's more like a velociraptor. You see the door handle move, you're like, oh my god, they can open the doors! They can open the doors! That's not exactly how I wanted it to attach, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. It's on. Okay. Finally cut this stupid thing. So we need it decently long, I think. Doesn't need to be perfect. Of course, I have the dullest pair of scissors. I mainly just want this piece here that's really nicely put together. The rest of this is kind of whatever. Doesn't have to be consistent, because that's not really what I'm aiming for with this project. So we need it to kind of look like a giant gorilla wanted to attach a spear to the spine of a giant snake kaiju. I leave the doors locked. I wish my doors in my house locked. We have like really old-fashioned doors in this house that use like, it's like those old skeleton keys. And my wife likes them, doesn't want to change them. Problem is we can't lock any of the doors. Which I think is for better or for worse has probably been a good thing, but... Oh, that being said, it'd be nice to be able to, like, if you really wanted some privacy, to have some privacy. I'm thinking this should probably be enough, but I want to be extra careful. So I'm just going to go all the way to the tip here. And hopefully this should give me enough wrapping. You can buy skeleton keys. Oh, it's not like I don't have the keys for it. It's just it's so flimsy that I don't really want to work. You don't get privacy. Yeah, not wrong. Not wrong. I'm married with kids. I get zero freaking privacy. Oh, that works so good. Yeah. It looks so wrong. It's a helicopter. All right. Okay, so I want this end down, and then my goal is to wrap it like that. So we got a little bit of hot glue here. Just as my starting point. We'll give it a minute to dry, and then we will. Well, not even a minute. It's pretty well attached right now. It's a nice thing about hot glue. And then I'm gonna do one good wrap around the top here, just to hide that rectangle piece, and then start working my way down. Oh yeah, this is way too much. It'll be fine though. Well, I say way too much, but it's probably just good enough. So I'll probably wrap this part here and then start going back up a little bit so that I can glue it back on. Kind of thicken up this bottom piece here. Oops, don't want you to rotate. There we go. Take the hot glue, add it right there. Kind of just pat it down. I dig it. I almost kind of like it with the long strands on it too. Kind of makes it look a little bit more, legit. Probably have to weather it a little bit, but pretty solid. Just a second. We ran out of milk. Oh, the raptor, right? The raptor demands milk. Problem is, we ran out. Honestly, I think that works pretty well. I'm just do my bidding, Shimo. Might be a little big, but I kind of like it. It's a little bit over the top. It's pretty sweet. And then Trying to figure out, so if I hook it on, like so, works pretty good. Second, maybe a little bit more up. Kind of like that. Pretty sweet. Next is I gotta finish making the jaw piece, because I'm gonna take some sculpting foam and probably expand this part out to really flesh out that jaw piece. The only reason I'm kind of hesitant a little bit is I like the fact that with the bone here, it just stays. Like, it's just on good. And I really dig that part about it. And if I go to sculpt this, I'm going to have to, like, angle it kind of downward. And I guess I could probably get this to sort of attached. And it's just going to be, like, kind of resting on my chest here. Pretty sweet. That actually worked out better than I thought. Because I was kind of thinking about just, like, wrapping a rope, but actually the burlap, I think, really gives it, like, that nice and neat, like tribal look, I think is the word I'm looking for. So I kind of dig it. And then walk around the convention, somebody gives you lip. What's yours? Works good. I'm digging that quite a bit. Like I said, I need the jaw here. Like I know in the movie he's got like a thicker handle, but it's because giant monkey hands. So I like this grip here, but I definitely want to add something here. Even if it's just like a little bit of foam and then maybe 3D print some teeth or something in order to get the look. It doesn't have to be, again, it doesn't have to be perfect. That's not really what I'm aiming for, but just to have the attire. And then, to be honest, this will probably show up just in a bunch of streams because I'll probably just wear it when we're like unboxing things or something. Because, like I said, Skar King is my spirit animal, so we needed this. Speaking of the Connex, I actually bought pieces to start making one. Haven't gotten around to it, but I do have parts to put one together. Oh, I was gonna say I was just wearing it, but yeah, kind of works vice versa because you can also do it kind of like this and hook it together, and it fits on. I have to watch the movie scene and see how he has it attached. If it's the because I know he has it in the movie, he has it wrapping around multiple times too, but we ain't got time for that kind of length. The Heisei Air Collection's all upstairs. Also, I don't really have it really set that well, if I'm gonna be honest. It's more separated by the brands than anything. So there's like Monster Arts are kind of in their own area. The Hives are kind of in their own area. The Bandai Vinyls are all in their own section. The X Pluses and a lot of the other stuff are a little bit mixed together. But yeah, I'm digging this thing quite a bit. Especially now. Now, like I said, we just got to flesh out the little jaw piece here, and we're pretty good to go. All things considered for random like Halloween USA parts. Actually, I think this was actually from a Target, if I remember right. This thing I actually don't remember. I think it was from like a bag of bones that we had for 1 year, because we had a bunch of like the inflatable dragons out front, so I had like bones littered throughout the yard, and then it was a pain in the butt because they kept trying to go away, so ended up just sticking them. I had to stake them in the ground and then just never ended up doing it again. So they've just been hanging out here. Like I got a two-headed snake hanging out there too. And if I really wanted to make the whip a little bit longer, that would probably be the way to go. because it's a smaller snake, so you just continue. But like I said, I think just for ease of use, this is probably about as long as you really want to be anyways. I'm more impressed that the epoxy putty worked well enough for this section here. So it's not falling out of here. Because if you guys have seen the earlier ones of me working on this thing, this isn't what this went to. This used to be a snake head with the parts into it. But yeah, no, it's pretty sweet. I don't know where I'm going to display this thing when I'm not using it anymore. I might have to order some more of these to possibly maybe make some for sale. If people want them for random things. Because honestly, I'd be half tempted if I sculpt the jaw, just to 3D print, like scan it and 3D print a jaw. A Mecha Godzilla lightsaber? That'd be kind of cool. Would you do it like Technicolor, like the 74? Where it's got like the different colors throughout the lightsaber? That'd be kind of sweet. I don't know what she got, but it's hard as a rock. Well, but anyways, I think we'll call it good for the stream here today. Might stream tomorrow. Not a guarantee. Tomorrow I might try to have the Evolution Godzilla Unimportant review up, which means I gotta get on the Patreon tonight. It shouldn't be a problem, but it'll be that. And then Monday, for sure, is going to be another Hammer video. Oh yeah, the Comic-Con ones are sweet. I'm married. So, girlfriend, yes. Also have a kid. If you hear the random things going on upstairs, that is my child. But, yep, I'm married. Yes, somebody agreed. Agreed to take home the Skar King. Oh, actually been married for a while. We've been together since, what, 2007? So, I was going to say quick math in my head, 18 years we've been together. Oh, it'll be 18 this year. But yeah, I forget what Hammer one this one will be. Because the last one was anime? That was the anime one. So if I'm remembering right, I think this one might be the G.I. Joe or the Eevee Bank. Might be the Yoda. It's the Yoda. Maybe I'll put the Yoda up. The Yoda one was fun. Hi, Servo. It's about time you showed up for this live stream. Usually you're here much sooner. You been playing with the baby? No? Okay. Well, anyways, your goal is to beat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. We also got Instagram, Patreon, TikTok, and Facebook. Well, it's TikTok for whatever, a couple of days. It's going to be rough around. If you guys would like to help donate or follow the channel, greatly would appreciate it. Yeah, we saturated the flower her. Yes. I think out of the bunch of them, for some spoilers for the Hammer videos, there's a Baby Yoda one, which is, I think, probably one of the funny ones. There's an Eevee Bank, because somebody sent us a bank with change in it for Casey. So we did that one. There's a G.I. Joe. A G.I. Joe like one of those like Mars Transformer things. And we did some Pokemon card openings, which are also Hammer videos. So you can kind of imagine how that went. That's the one I'm probably looking the most forward to putting on the internet. But I think my favorite one's the Yoda. Well, glad we can help with the addiction, Mr. E. But yep, we'll see you guys in the next one. Oh yeah, if you guys would like to pick up some action figures for yourself, if you like your high Godzillas, your like third-party action figures, if you guys are looking forward to the new Pacific Rim line from Ling Jing Hoon, there's a link in the description for CalcusToys.com. You can save 6% off your order. Code Steve Calcus. Check out. Definitely helps out. Make sure to use the link, because then they pay me. There's also a link for Entertainment Earth down there as well if you're looking for stateside stuff. But anyways, we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.